Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. We got a video today from Dating Right. The gym boycott has gotten a whole nother level, boys. It's on the mainstream now when a woman catches a man shaving in the women's locker room. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
Planet Fitness stock has dropped by 7.5% this week Tuesday after the company revoked a customer's membership for taking a picture of a biological male in the woman's locker room. Yes, they actually...
I can somewhat see why they banned her because she was taking pictures in the locker room, but this wasn't like him naked or anything. He's fully clothed. She's just trying to present some evidence.
Revoked this woman's membership after she took an issue with a man shaving in the woman's locker room.
Day 2 of Planet Fitness saga. I came in Monday. There's a man in the women's locker room shaving. A little girl sitting in the corner. She could have been 12 years old. I don't know how old she was. In a towel. Kind of freaked out that there's a man shaving in her locker room. Well, I was offended. I took a picture of him and I asked him, why are you there? You're a man with a penis. Why are you in the women's locker room? And he justified by saying, I'm queer LGB. And I said, you shouldn't be in the women's locker room. Well, I left. And
that sounds like he's taking advantage of it. He's not even saying what he's just saying queer LGB. He's not even saying he's trans. He thinks he's a woman or anything. No, he's taking advantage of the laws. Just exactly like most of us men saw other men going to do.
As I said this morning, I got canceled. Planet Fitness is defending the man in the women's locker room, the man with the penis, rather than the child sitting in the corner with a towel wrapped around her. So people, I just want you to know, this is weird. It's not good.
It's not.
It's rather disturbing. So I would like for you women to stand up and have a voice and stop the shenanigans. You have authority. Use your authority. I took that picture because I felt like I was in an unsafe space.
If I had a little girl and I don't have a daughter, I do not want this man in the bathroom with her, walking around with his freaking ball swinging in front of my daughter. That's where I gotta draw the line with this mess.
Shame on you, Planet Fitness. Another one bites the dust.
So
this old woman, this elderly woman was in there working out. She goes into the locker room and she sees this man in the women's locker room shaving. Shaving what? I don't know. But shaving nonetheless. And not far from him is a little 12-year-old girl standing there, very confused. She said she looked scared. She didn't know what to do. So she approached the man. They had some words. She took out her phone and she recorded him sitting there shaving. She took it up to management. Management doesn't care. They raised it to corporate. Corporate came out, sided with the trans guy and said that we support this. All you have to do for Planet Fitness is identify as something and we will respect and support your decision. They took it as far as revoking the woman's membership over this photo. I guess
that's one way to lose a Planet Fitness membership, is recording a trans person in your locker room so you can get it revoked. That's probably one of the only ways to get rid of your goddamn membership from Planet Fitness.
Invasion of privacy or something, but it's okay if a man is around a young 12-year-old little girl in the female locker room and doing inappropriate things in front of her. They're okay with that, but they're not okay with you calling out a trans person or taking a photo of them shaving as proof. I will be canceling my membership as of today. I've worked out at Planet Fitness for a couple years. Never really had any issues in there. It's a very diverse community, which is fine. It's great. But once you look past the safety and security of our children and you side with this crazy ideology of this trans community, you've lost me. And as I was talking to people on the floor about it over the last few days, you're going to lose a lot of them as well. I see a lot of people are canceling their memberships. It's going viral. That's great. I love you people. There's still faith in humanity. And I hope anyone that gets wind of this who has a membership at Planet Fitness also will consider canceling their membership. These people do not care about you. They do not care about your children. They only care about inclusion, regardless what that means. So Planet Fitness, seriously, shame on you. You should be disgusted with yourself. And if you guys work there, I know a lot of young people work there, really step back and take a look at who you're working for. I know it's not your fault, but really look at who's signing your paychecks and make a decision. Do you really want to get paid by people who support men in young girls' bathrooms? Any of you that have kids like me, I have a young daughter and a young son. If you stand for this, I don't know what to tell you. But as a dad, I can't. I'm absolutely done. I will be revoking my membership tonight.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that a corporation would take the side of some pervs over our younger children. Planet Fitness acting like they didn't see what happened to Bud Light. You go woke, you go broke.
Calling Planet Fitness. Thank you for calling Planet Fitness.
So I was wondering, what is the protocol for canceling my membership?
Okay, I can go ahead and give you that email.
Well, are you aware of what's like circulating in the news right now?
I am not.
So in Planet Fitness, a 12-year-old girl was in the girls' locker room, and Planet Fitness allowed a man in the locker room because he, quote, identifies as a woman. So just watch yourself, because you're a girl, you're a female. They're letting men in the locker room. I went and looked up Planet Fitness's policy, and they're like, yep, all you have to do is say you identify, and you're allowed in the women's locker room. So,
Wow. I did not know that.
yeah,
Thank you that.
you're very welcome. Due to your transgender policy, which violates women's rights and safety, I am proud to cancel my membership at Planet Fitness. I will no longer or ever again be a member, and I'm happy to take my money to a facility that prioritizes women's rights and protections above a delusional man's. I sincerely hope that the 12-year-old girl that you endangered in Alaska sues you and wins.
We're usually not, for women's rights. We don't usually talk about it, but I agree with this. Women have women's spaces for a reason. Sports would be one. Locker rooms, restrooms would be another. They kind of need to feel safe. They need that. And men going into those spaces is wrong, right? There's a reason why there's a gender difference. We're not the same. We shouldn't be in the same locker rooms fully naked with each other. That's a recipe for a disaster.
You chose the wrong side of history. Please cancel my membership immediately. Perhaps consider a public apology and a change to your policies while you're at it.
This sounds like a good deal for any man that want to take advantage of this policy. And it's like, if a man
It's
is
disgusting.
a creep, he can just say he identify as a woman and he just get to go in the women's bathroom. That would be a very nasty man who would like to take full advantage of this type of policy.
You're dead wrong, Joanna, man. You're dead wrong. Because one, it's a 12-year-old child in the locker room, or one little girl in the locker room, and you got the nerve to be in here shaving your let's just say, God-giving private parts, right? So whatever you identify as, these are the private parts that you were God-given. And you got a little 12-year-old girl in the corner like, what's going on? Like, I thought this was the women's locker room, right? But this person identified.
It's not even just that. That might have been the first time she's ever seen a man naked. And women and children, when they see shocking things, they don't know what to do. They literally freeze. So she wouldn't even have known to be able to just, I need to walk out of here. No, she's just like,
As a woman. But it's okay for this transgender woman that has a penis and testicles, let me use the correct term to TikTok, to shave their genitalia in the women's locker room instead of saying, excuse me, sir, excuse me, ma'am, we got a private place for people like you. We have I don't got no problem with that. I don't got no problem with coming up with a league, for transgender women.
same.
With a basketball league for transgender women. It's no problem with that. There's no problem with coming up with a UFC fighting league for transgender women.
What has this world come to? Looks like I'm going to have to find a new gym now. Apparently there was a man that was in the woman's locker room. This older lady had went in there and there was a younger girl standing there shocked and confused because he was shaving. She proceeds to ask, why are you in the women's locker room? He says, I'm a part of the LGBT community. It is a man standing there. with looking like a man, not transitioned or even look like he is transitioned. What really angers me is the fact that they ended up canceling the older lady's membership because of the fact that she took the picture of him and she went to the management regarding this. It's just silly to me that anybody can just identify in the moment what they believe that they are or think that they are, and then allowed to be in a locker room full of women dressing and undressing and showering just because they feel like it.
They always say that men are always predators. We're the predators of everything. You're literally allowing laws for predatory men to do anything they want. They get to do predatory things, and the law is on their side. If men were truly predatory as women say they were, guess what? All of your spaces would have been destroyed by now. But there's so many good men out there that know that they're men. They're not going to go destroy your spaces. This is the part where I want to argue that women, stop viewing men as such predators. There's a few that are really bad in society, and it shows. The rest of the men are on your side too. We don't want these things. We want to protect women in a way also. But we also, want our equal rights the way you guys are fighting for equal rights.
I may lose followers for this. I don't care. What you want to do in your time and on your own time is fine with me, and I don't butt in with it. But when it comes to being in a woman's locker room where we are changing and showering, and you obviously look like you're a man, even dressed in man clothes, think that it's okay to be in a locker room with women. Because nowadays, there are a lot of creeps out there that would easily just say that they are trying to be able to be in to see other women.
Yep.
So where does the line be drawn? Is there a line anymore?
And it's very funny to me to see women who helped the LGBT community get a lot of the rights and privileges that they get now. A lot of these same women are pushing back against it, when it's kind of women's fault too. Women are the ones who help co-sign the push for gay rights. So now that these same folks are coming into women's spaces, now these women are starting to feel the regret of pushing such a cause. I think
they feel regret, but they can't do anything about it. Remember, once power is given, it's rarely being able to retract that power back.
People just have had enough of, all these rules being bent and changed just for, 2 to maybe 3% of our population.
Good day. I just wanted to say I just came out of Planet Fitness, and there is a man shaving in a women's bathroom. I realize he wants to be a woman. He gets to be a woman. I love him in Christ. He's a spiritual being having a human experience. He doesn't like his gender, so he wants to be a woman. But I'm not comfortable with him shaving in my bathroom. All right. I just thought I'd say it out loud.
And so there's some people who are really upset about this, being like, I can't believe they ended the membership of the woman who reported on some man. What I think the lead that we've all buried here is now we know how to get out of a Planet Fitness membership.
That's what I was gonna somewhat say that. I made that joke earlier.
All you got to do is get your dude friend to say he's trans, do whatever, and then you take a picture. He was probably trying to get out of his membership too, and now he's like, oh fuck, no, because they're allies. Now they're never going to let me. He should just tell them he needs free membership for the rest of his life because of the hardship.
But this is Planet Fitness' fault for getting themselves into this mess in the first place. Now I want to know, how are they going to fix this? And I think they're just going to have to spend more money to redo all these gyms to put a third bathroom in for the trans people. corporation want to accommodate them, build them their own bathroom, spend more money redoing all the gyms. But anyways, that's all I got in this video. You guys drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this woke craziness.
Shout outs to Dating Right. $400 million. Most gyms deserve this. The boycott is real. Men have been boycotting for a while now. Now even women are boycotting the gym. This is what happens when you turn your back on men and just normal people, and you're trying to pander to women and pander to the LGBTQ community. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.